Well, good morning, everybody, and it's good to speak to you on the second day without rain in Swansea. Does God care? Does Jesus care? When a family is standing at the grave of someone they've lost and are overwhelmed with grief and anguish, does Jesus care? When you are overwhelmed with grief and anguish and worry, does Jesus care? The Bible says in John 11:35, Jesus wept. He didn't weep out of sense of hopelessness because he has all life and absolute power. Listen to what he says to Martha. I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will live even though he dies. And whoever lives and believes in me will never die. And yet he still weeps. He has absolute power over the grave. He shouts, Lazarus, come out. And Lazarus is raised from the grave and comes to life. One man said Lazarus because if he hadn't named him, everybody would have come out of their grave. And one day they will at his voice. He has that kind of power. And yet he weeps. He weeps when he sees us hurting. He weeps when he sees us overwhelmed with anguish and grief. And this is not an isolated case. When he lived on earth for us, and he was going towards his death on the cross for you, the Bible says he wept. He gave loud shouts because he cared so deeply. Listen to Hebrews. During the days of Jesus' life on earth, he offered up prayers and petitions with loud cries and tears to the one who could save him from death. Does Jesus care when you're overwhelmed with anguish and grief? Jesus wept. He sympathizes with you. So cast all your cares on Jesus because he cares for you. He is able and willing to listen, and he is moved with compassion. He didn't just cry, he wept. When Jesus saw Mary weeping, the Jews who had come along with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. Where have you laid him? He asked. Come and see, Lord, they replied. Jesus wept. How deeply he loves us. God bless you and keep you today. And look to Jesus and cast your cares on him. Cast your cares on God the Father as well, because he cares for you.